Okay, our last definition before we get going on 2-1 in your practice, we have alternate exterior angle theorem. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, so what do I need to do to this picture to make them parallel?
Draw those arrows.
Draw those arrows. So put some arrows on there. We'll just do one. How's that work? Okay. Then alternate exterior angles are, does anyone want to throw out a word that might be? They are congruent. It was the word of the day yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Except for the ones, the same side interior were supplementary, weren't they? Are congruent. Okay, so alternate exterior. So exterior means outside the parallel lines, correct? And alternate means alternate sides of the transversal. So that would mean 8 is congruent to, Dylan? 1. Because it's alternate sides of the transversal and outside the parallel lines. See how the name is telling me where they're at? Okay, there's one more set. 7 and 2. Now there's no more sets here because there are no more exterior angles, are there? Now guys, I could build this with more transversals and more parallel lines and all that kind of stuff, but we gotta just keep it stationary and focus in on stuff. Our assignment on Thursday is a bunch of lines on a piece of paper, and I tell you like this one's parallel this, blah, 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 and I give you a few key angles, and you have to find all the rest of the angles. Okay? But you have, what are the things that you have? You have vertical, yes. Supplementary or linear pair, correct? We have same side interior angles. They are supplementary, and this is what they look like. I have alternate interior angles. This is what they look like, right? And they're congruent. I have corresponding angles. Remember, that's if I picked up this intersection and placed it on this intersection, which ones would overlap, correct? And then we had just what we did today of alternate exterior. So as you work through your assignment today, you will be telling me different measures, but you have to tell me why you know it. Okay, so your reasons will be vertical, linear pair, same side interior, alternate interior, corresponding, or alternate exterior. There is 6 different things you can use, and that's the only thing you can use. Got it? It looks like, was that on that list? Was that phrase on that list? No. So it's not usable. Okay, so this is similar to what your homework is going to look like in some problems. It says find the measures of the angles. So we're looking at angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do not focus on having to do them in order. Okay? So I'm going to write angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, I don't know, angle 5 over here, and angle 6. Okay? We don't have to do them in order. We just have to do all 5. Okay? So, looking at this picture, is there one of those angles that you can know? I'm going to call on you, City, but I want everybody to look because you may not find the same one she does. When I call on you, you have to tell me how you think it is. You can't just tell me, okay? So, City?
It would be a supplementary angle because...
Wait, what angle?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay, so she's looking at number 1.
It'd be supplementary because you would take 180 minus 110.
Okay, so she's looking right here. See that linear pair right here? So angle 1 equals, and you show me your work. So that would equal what?
70.
70. And you just say linear pair. Correct? Does that tell me my reason? Yes. This is going to do two things, guys. It's going to cement the 6 things you can use in your brain, correct? And you're writing like a little mathematical proof. Okay? Any of the 5 left? 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6? We may have to find other angles to be able to find the angles we want. Somebody throw one out there. 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Give it a try. Noah, you think any of them? Okay, Q and M are my parallel lines, yes?
Yep.
J is one transversal, so I can look at everything around this transversal, right here, right? And KL is this transversal, so it'd be grouped everything up here, wouldn't it? Okay, anything? Come on, guys. Throw something, see if it sticks. City can't do them all. If you're wrong, that's great. We can talk about it. Dylan? Long notes today. Regan, you got one? See you working there. Phoenix, Dakota. Nothing? No. What about number 2? Look at it.
Yeah,
What about it? Look at the paper. Not Kale. Does number 2 have anything that might help you out? Look at number 2, everyone. Anything? What do we know about angle number 2 and 115?
Would they equal 180?
They have to equal 180. So how would we find it? 180 minus what? 115. And how do we know that? 65, right?
Wait, why did you call the number 1 a linear pair?
Because linear pair, these are linear pairs, they are supplementary. Because they make
so
a
I
line.
Can say supplementary also.
Well, linear pair is the type of relationship they have. And since they are a linear pair, they are supplementary. So linear pair would be the correct statement to say. Just write it right above it.
I'm just wondering then why we learned supplementary.
Well, we learned linear pairs are supplementary.
Oh, okay. I don't have that.
Yeah, linear pairs are supplementary. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So since we know this angle right here is 65, I could write it on there. I can't see it very well. Six should be pretty easy from the information that's on there. Somebody try something, please. Regan, you want to try anything? Help me out. Amber, you awake?
Yeah.
Okay. You try something. Somebody try something. I'm serious. I'm gonna sit there and stare at you. You know as much as they do.
180 minus 45.
180 minus 45. Why? What are you finding? I know, but what angle are you trying to find, Kale?
180.
4, 3, 4, 5, or 6? 6? Okay, well, 45 has a relationship with 6, but not 180 minus 45. What's the relationship between 45 and 6? What are they?
Vertical.
They're vertical angles. So what is 6?
They'll equal the same.
They'll equal the same. So what is 6?
45.
45. So 6 is congruent to angle 5, which is equal to 45 because they are vertical. So this is 45 right here. What do I know about 6 and 5? Look at your names, guys. You got vertical, supplementary, same side interior, alternate interior. 5 and 6 are alternate interior. Did you say interior? Exterior would be outside the parallel lines.
I meant interior.
Okay, so they're alternate interior, so what does that make them? They're congruent. So angle 5, oh, I said this should not, that 5 shouldn't have been there. Sorry. This should just be angle 6 equals 45. Angle 5 is congruent to angle 6, which is 45, because they are alternate interior angles, right? I had that in my brain when I was doing that. Do you see how I'm doing this, guys? I'm working with what I have. So I know this is 45. I know this is 45. Now 3 and 4, how am I going to find those? Does 2 and 3 have a relationship? Look at the front of your notes and this. 2 and 3.
They're same side and wait, no.
No. What'd you say, Cal? No. 2 and 3. They're corresponding, aren't they? Or does 2 and 3 correspond to each other?
Yeah.
If I pick that intersection up, so corresponding angles are what? Congruent. So angle 3 is congruent to angle 2, which is equal to 65, because they are corresponding. Seeing how this is working, guys? Okay. So now I need 4. There's a couple ways we can find 4. If I know 3, I can find 4, but I also didn't even need 3 to find 4. What's the relationship between 115 and 4?
I was gonna say 180. Would it be 180 for 3 and 4?
Yeah, 3 and 4 are a linear pair, so it'd be 180. But what's the relationship between 115 and 4? If 2 and 3 are corresponding, what's 115 and 4? Corresponding. Okay, so I could find it just equals 115 because of corresponding. But City also said, couldn't we take angle 4 is equal to 180 minus 65, which would be 115? And that would be a linear pair, wouldn't it? So what I'm trying to get you guys to do, I said throw something at it, right? When people were wrong, that helps us figure out what things aren't. Is there always only one answer? No. There may be multiple ways to find it. I personally found 6 and 5 first because I saw vertical angles. I always go for my vertical angles because should those be easy? Yeah, I always go for my vertical angles first. just because that's what my brain likes. And then I'll go to my linear pairs because those are easy. And then after that, they just kind of fall into place. But do I have to know my 6 different things? Yeah, keep looking at them. Okay, the next thing is a white trim shown on the wall of a barn should be constructed so that, okay? So we're going to act like we're looking at this in a picture from a book. And this is the picture from the book I get. Well, I can't draw on this picture, can I? No. So I need to draw it on my paper. Does it need to be exact? Do I need to have like the weather vane and the clouds and the bushes? Do I need to have the windows? No. I just need the white trim, don't I? So, and it's really just a big triangle, yes? With a rectangle and then some lines. So you draw this on your paper. I would suggest like up in this corner. You draw that. And label. Label A, B, C, D all the way, and the 1, the 2, the 3, the F, and the 68. Only put on the necessary things. Do you need to stand up, sir? Josh? Go get a drink or something. Yep, sorry. Moved my picture. Now there better not be one artistic rendering that has like the barnwood and the windows. That's how I know the person doesn't have a clue what they're doing. When I get a really artistic picture, I know they have no clue what's going on in the math. Why would that be? Because they spent all their effort drawing the picture, right? Do we all have the picture? Okay. So now it tells me some information. It tells me that AC is what to EG? What does those 2 lines mean? Parallel. So what do I need to put on AC and EG?
The arrows.
Some arrows. So I got 1 arrow here, and EG, that's EG. AC is over here. Mine don't look very straight. They kind of look like they're rounded a little bit. But it's not perfect, is it? Nope. So what that does for me is now I have 2 parallel lines, don't I? Yeah? And I also have one transversal, and do I have another transversal? Yeah. So just because the barn ended, does this really go on forever? Yeah. So now I know AJ is parallel to HB. So JA, which is this one, right? So now I better put 2 as parallel to HB. And JC, now I got to put 3, don't I? Is parallel to KG. Okay. So I've got parallel lines here here, and here, don't I? So can I use my rules quite a few places? Yes. I will tell you that sometimes I get caught up in things, so I'll take this line and these two transversals and take them off and draw another picture if my brain gets too mushy. Okay, because this picture is going to get really written on. Okay, so it says what should the measure, that's what M stands for, right? Of angle 1 and the measure of angle 3 be. So we have angle 1 and we have angle 3 that we have to work with. Nothing says we have to find them in that order, but that's what we have to do. Okay. Any ideas? Remember, this is a parallel line, right? And this is a parallel line. So that's a transversal.
Would number 1 be same side interior? Wait, no.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 1 is same side, because this is the transversal, yes? And is it on the inside of the parallel lines? Yes? So angle number 1, when it's same side interior angles, what is the relationship between the two? Nope.
Oh wait, supplementary.
Supplementary. So it's 180 minus 68 equals 112. Okay? And the reason why is they were same side interior. Now, your assignment is not going to tell you to justify every answer. I am telling you to justify every answer. Why do you think I'm telling you to do that?
So we can get it in our head.
So you can get it in your head. Okay? So we got 1. It's 112. If you want to write it there, can I write it there? Yeah. Okay, just do it neatly. So I need to find 3. So there's no direct link between 112 and 3, is there?
No.
No. Somebody else besides Sid, you want to help me out? Try something. We may have to find complete different angle. And honestly, we're going to have to find a different angle before we find it. Yes, Sarah.
Is it the, what was it? Hang on. I had it and then now I didn't.
Okay, that's fine. Take your time.
Would it be that, alternate exterior thing?
Alternate what?
Exterior?
For what angles?
The 112 and 3?
112 and 3. Well, 3's exterior, but 12 is interior. Because she's looking at this and this line are parallel, and she's looking at this transversal. So she's like, oh, 3's exterior, but is 12 exterior? No. If 112 was out here, then it would be. Correct? Okay? Look at a link from 12 to 3. Megan?
The corresponding one.
Mm,
Oh, wait.
Nope.
Would it be 1? No, it wouldn't.
There's another something we have to find before we can get to 3. There is no relationship between 3 and 112.
But we have to find F.
We have to find F. So what is the relationship between F and 112?
Oh, they're both
Interior.
They're the same side interior again, aren't they? Okay. So angle F is going to be 180 minus 112, which better get us 68 because that's how we got 112, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's same side interior. So a lot of these questions, you're going to have to find other things before you find exactly what they're asking for. So now this is 68.
And now it'd be a vertical.
Now 3 and F are vertical, aren't they?
Yeah.
So angle 3 is congruent to angle F, So it is 68 degrees. And because why?
Is that congruent?
Yeah, they are congruent because they're vertical. Yeah. So now this is 68. Okay. So it just asked for measure of angle 1 and angle 3, didn't it? Okay. I want to find angle 2 right now because I know what it is. But it doesn't ask me for it. So it wants to find FHK. So F, got to find F, middle. FHK, so that would be this angle, wouldn't it? We got to find that angle. If EJF, so EJF, so right here is 56. So FHK is involved with these two parallel lines and this transversal. Yes? So sometimes I might do this and say this is what I want. You see what I'm doing? I'm cleaning my picture up, aren't I? But I've got to fill in what I know. And I think I'm missing a lot of information because I don't know this angle, do I? No. I don't know this angle, do I? No. Do I know this angle? I know part of it, don't I? But do I know all of it? No. So right now I don't have anything that can help me out. So am I going to have to find some more pieces up here? Yeah. Okay. Anybody? 2. We have a parallel line, and a transversal. What's the relationship between 2 and F? Transversal, parallel line, parallel line. They're what of each other? F and 2. Are they same size or alternate? They're alternate. Are they inside the parallel lines or outside of them? Inside. Do we have an alternate interior angle theorem? What does it say? They're congruent. So angle 2 is congruent to angle F, which is 68, because they are alternate. Interior angles. I was about to write exterior. So this right here,
Which ones are they inside of?
this parallel, these two parallel lines.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's why I said, that's why I was really doing them. Now, is there anything else that can help me? What angle does this correspond to? This one right here, right? Okay. Do we have any part of this angle right now? We have, this is 68, yes? So if I could find this down here, could I add them to get this? So is there a way to find that angle?
Yeah.
How? There is. There is. How can I do it? Why?
Because it would be, the supplementary.
What would be supplementary?
The,
It'll be F.
the angle, the F.
I'm like lost now.
Okay, sub F, this piece and this piece would all equal 180. See that? So that would work if I knew part of it. Guys, what shape is this?
Triangle.
A triangle.
Well, if you knew
What do we know about a triangle?
It's huge sided.
What do all the angles in a triangle add up to
I
be?
have no idea.
No, no one knows.
180.
What, Kale?
Yes.
180.
Good job.
Oh, so then you could just take
All the angles in a triangle add up to 180, don't they? Yeah, they do.
So then you could just
So-
68 plus 56.
We're going to name this one X. So we have X, angle X is going to equal 180 minus 68 plus 56. So that would be 14, 11, 12, 124. Check my work, because I can add wrong once in a while. Do you guys get 124 when you add those two?
Yeah.
So it'd be 14, carry 1, 11 plus 1 is 12. Okay, so 180 minus 124 would be
56.
56. So this X is 56. So if this is 56, see how that picture down here helps me? It's really far down there for you, sorry guys. Now what do I do? Angle, what angle was this? FHK is going to equal what?
56.
56
Corresponding.
plus 68.
Why are you adding the 68? That's
Because this whole angle
Oh,
is
okay.
corresponding. So we get what again? 124. And because they are corresponding. Oh, my pen is running out. Now, for some reason, there probably was another rule we could have used to find this. Maybe. Maybe we don't know it yet, right? But did we have to find other things to get what we wanted?
Yeah.
Yes. Is this going to be something where you look at it and go, x plus 3 equals 20. Oops, subtract the 3 and get my answer? No. What are my rules that I can use? Vertical, linear pair, same side interior, alternate interior, corresponding, and alternate exterior. I do not expect you guys to pick up your assignment and go, ooh, do, 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 and be done. Is this going to be a learning process tonight when you do your assignment?
Yeah.
Do you need your notes? Yes. And you all should have examples what things are, okay? I will tell you I don't like it in your book because on 15 through 18, they are assuming they didn't put arrows on the lines. And if they don't put arrows on the lines, you don't know they're what? You don't know they're parallel, but they have to be parallel to do the problem. Okay? I apologize. I didn't write the book.
How dare they?
I know. Typos. So